Good evening, this is David Lynn, and I'm following up after my premiere. It is 7 p.m. Wednesday, March the 13th, 2024, and this is Coffee Talk Live number 174. Susanna Morrison, proud single mom, thank you for coming. Oh, I'm bad. I'm very bad. Die Bullfrog, Uncle Al, thank you for coming, and Holly Ivans. Thank you for being here, Holly. I just got through with the premiere of my latest goodie box giveaway. KP Heathen, he should be getting his box Saturday. I just text messaged him a tracking number, and I was told he should get it on Saturday. And I am drinking Great Value Orange. Well, it's lemonade. Sometimes I drink the orange. This is lemonade, sugar free. 10 packets for $2.25 and a bottle of purified drinking water. Why, thank you, Uncle Al. Let's hope it gets here in one piece. Uh, Hello, Trina. Welcome. Thank you for coming. And Doris, thank you for coming over from my premiere. I will be running live streams tonight, and I will certainly be supporting those who support me. I truly appreciate it. Trina's this and that. Thank you for coming in, Trina. Please leave a like to support the channel. It will be most appreciated. 5 in the house, 5 likes. So I got in 2 more cases of humanitarian daily rations. Paid $70 for the 2 cases. That's $35 a case, or for 10 24-hour rations, that's $3.50 for a 24-hour ration. Good stuff. I had to go over today and pick up medication. I went to see my doctor yesterday, and her nurse called in my prescription, so they had a 3 month supply of my medication, which my insurance covers. And I stopped, and I was going to CVS at Target, inside Target, and Target's got a Starbucks in it. It's also got a soda fountain, and I got a nice popcorn, and I got an icy for $4. Popcorn and icy. I mean, I love their popcorn. Really good stuff. Life is good. Really enjoyed it. Nothing's better than the simpler things in life. You know, $3.50 for a 24 pack of these waters. A sachet of something in it. You got different flavors. I like lemonade. Sometimes I put tea. Sometimes I put grape, orange. This is lemonade. $2.25 for a 10 pack. Used to get these 10 packs for 99 cents, and now they've more than doubled. Still not that bad, but everything is going up. My friend KP Heathen, and if you have not seen the video that I released, I had released a video shouting out Uncle Al recently, a really good one, I think. And I put it in this last giveaway that I did. I did a shout out to KP Heathen, little short video, which has about 35, 40 views. If you hadn't had a chance to, it's a couple of minutes long, less than 2 minutes. If you haven't had a chance to, please go over and give it some love. Leave a like and a supportive comment. It would be greatly appreciated. And always support those who support you. I have been enjoying my vacation. I'm off right now. And it's Wednesday. I've got to go back next Monday, so I've got another 4 days after today. I need to do my daughter's income tax, which she should get $1,100 back on her taxes. She doesn't make that much, and it's very simple to do her taxes. I've gotten to the point where I've got Jackson Hewitt doing my taxes for me. I file with my wife, and I've got multiple income sources, that I need to give them 3, different income sources that they have to calculate and all that crap, So I'll have that done. The Bud Files. One of my YouTube friends was talking to me today and was on a rant, doing a live stream. Was ranting about somebody who constantly comes into their live streams and will say the same thing over and over and never leaves a like. But they constantly show up when somebody's doing a live stream. And they'll say the same thing, and they may greet 1 or 2 people, never leave a like. And I don't understand. I always leave a like. I've been to their stuff, and I leave a like and a supportive comment. And one of these days, they're going to leave a like and a supportive comment, and I'm probably going to have a heart attack because they never do. Hello, Little Home Prepper. Thanks for coming in. So I have been ordering items. I tried to get some iodine tablets. They're out. I've looked at various sources. Right now they're out. Everybody's been ordering them as fast as they come in. Iodine is something that you want to have for a situation where you're around some fallout, and it's to protect you and to help you to avoid cancer. That's good, little lone prepper. That's good. I always, it amazes me sometimes, and it doesn't just happen to me. It happens to a lot of people. I've been to channels, and a person had 300 views, and they got 30 likes. And sometimes that's sort of like the proportion is maybe 10% of the people that go to your that will go to your video. Maybe 10% of the people will leave a like. And I'm not saying that here, because most of the people that come in here, minus an individual that everybody just got through greeting, is very good about leaving likes. And I was communicating with somebody earlier, and they were ranting, and I was actually looking at a live stream, and they were ranting about this person. Oh, here you are, and they're calling them out. Here you are, you coming to my live stream again. You gonna leave me a like? You never leave me a like. And I was saying, go, tell him he does the same thing to me, They do the same thing to me. Melinda Elliott, welcome. And Devil Dog Prepper. I just got through with a premiere. I gave a goodie box. I mailed it off today to my friend KP Heaton. He should be getting it Saturday. And nice young man, recently went over 500. I think he's right around 520 now. I have a hard time remembering everybody's statistics. Have a hard time remembering everybody's statistics. Wayne the Ungrateful Peasant. Idaho Garden Girl. Welcome. So as I was saying, I've been ordering things. I read, and as I read, I come up with, hey, I need to have this. I don't have this. I need to have this. It goes on my list, and then I start buying. I look for it, and if I can find it and it's a reasonable price, I buy it. So I just got in. I just got in some Gentle Castile soap, non-GMO, 6-pack. Paid like less than $12, so it's like $2 a bar. And I got in a water test kit. I'm gonna try water sources and do some testing to see what's in it, if anything. And I am expanding my preps. So one of the things that I had just commented about, trying to get some iodine tablets, and right now they're sold out. Fastest they get them, they get rid of them. And there are certain things that there's a shortage of right now. Uh, Vladimir Putin is repeatedly saying that he's prepared to use nuclear weapons to defend his homeland. The thing is that he can't beat Ukraine right now. Do you think he could actually take on NATO? His only hope, if he gets into it with NATO, is to start throwing nuclear weapons, and hopefully they'll back off. Realistically, he'll be in a bunker someplace, and as he hits, NATO will hit, and you know. Unless he's prepared to destroy the world, Russia will be occupied in short order as they're overrun. And check with your doctor about potassium iodine tablets if you are over 50 years old. That's a good idea. Oh, I know Russia's hammering Ukraine. I know Russia's hammering Ukraine, but basically, you know, if Russia was so damn tough, they'd have already overrun Ukraine. You know, how long? When we went into um, Iraq, how long did it take us to overrun Iraq? And they had a fairly good military. You know, what was it? A week? I mean, our bombing campaign, we basically, uh, you know, Bert's Beats. Hey, Bert, thank you for coming in. Appreciate you being here. If you're not subscribed to Bert's Beats, I encourage you to subscribe to Bert's Beats. He is a fellow educator, and those pills are for people under 45. Well, I've got a couple of kids that are in their 20s, so I need to really think about that. Yeah, that's true. I mean, like the Wagner Group, most of Russia's good was done by their mercenaries. That Wagner Group. Then they got rid of the leader. They tried to get rid of the Wagner Group. They were the ones that were doing damage over there. Um, I was a part of the first 250 people in Iraq back in 2003. The Iraqi Royal Guard just dropped their stuff and went home. Yeah, and we carpet bombed them. We used daisy cutters on them. Their elite guards units. They had them in bunkers, and we basically used bunker busters and tore up just shredded their guards, their guards units, their elite guards. Just basically bombed the crap out of them. Yeah, that's true, Barbara. That's true. I would plan on, yeah. I talked to my doctor. Matter of fact, I need to call my. I'll be getting my results of my blood work in about a week. I'll talk to my doctor about that. One of the things I don't want YouTube to pull down another one of my damn videos. They did that before. Said I was giving out medical misinformation. But you need to be wearing a filtered mask to avoid any sort of microbes. You need something that's really like N95 or N100. The other thing is you really need to wear goggles sealing over your eyes because you can get it through the eyes. If you don't believe me, ask a medical doctor. And I had commented in my if you want to really hear some stuff about the news, I put some stuff going on in the news in my premiere. I did little segments. One of the things I commented on is that some of our allies, we and some of our allies, were dropping food pallets on parachutes. Cargo planes drop them out of cargo plane parachutes. One of the parachutes didn't deploy, and a pallet went through the roof of a home, killed 5 people in Gaza. And, you know, the news and Al Jazeera and all that were martyrs. They were martyrs. They died for the cause. It was a tragic accident. Nobody was trying to kill them. Parachute didn't deploy. They, dropped a bunch of cargo, a bunch of pallets. One parachute didn't deploy, and it came down full speed to a roof, went through the roof, killed 5 people in the house. It's a tragedy. But they didn't die. They weren't martyrs out fighting or anything like dying for the cause. It was an accident. Mom of 4 boys. Hello, mom of 4 boys. But it all comes down to how things are spent. They spin things, and that's the way they're trying to spin that they were martyrs and they died for the cause and all this. So tragedy, tragedy, and bad things happen to good people. It's the name of a good book. Bad things happen to good people. So as I was saying, I've been, prepping regular basis. I've been buying stuff, and the stuff that I give out to people, I buy lots of it. I mean, these will be going out to people, one of each. And I stick in so I send a couple of different methods of heating water, boiling water. I mean, I may start putting in packs of oatmeal. You get a 10-pack for $1.85. You could eat one of these with like 4 ounces of water and say it's a meal, but I eat 2. Very inexpensive. Coffee, very inexpensive. 7 sticks for $1. 2 of these and 2 of these and 1 of these with water. Boiling water, heated water. It's a meal. Very inexpensive. And healthy, good for you. Yeah, terrible things happen. Bad things happen. I mean, Vladimir Putin is threatening nuclear war. He's prepared to use nuclear weapons. Well, that's the only thing he's got. His military couldn't stand up to the West. I mean, Poland's been threatening to kick Russia's butt. And I don't think Poland could kick Russia's butt alone. But I guarantee you, when their tanks start rolling across the border, and they got a lot of tanks, the Russians will be essing themselves Hopefully that doesn't happen because you do not want World War III, because very shortly Russia would use nukes because it's the only way. You know, back in the day when the Soviet Union was around, our basic go-to was we would temporarily hold them off and then we would use nukes because militarily our conventional forces on the ground would be overrun by what Russia had. Now it's just the opposite. You know, if there was a war, Russia would be overrun. You know, it's no longer what it was during the Soviet era, and their nukes are no longer. You know, they got 50, 60-year-old nukes, and they may or may not go off because you have to. My understanding is they have to be periodically serviced, and certain components have to be updated, and certain components have to be tested to make sure that they work. Um, China had a big scandal recently that they weren't fueling their missiles, you know, their liquid missiles, you know, their nukes, and they're putting water in the tanks and such, and you know, and their big scandal, and a bunch of people got in trouble, probably got executed in Russia, I mean in China, because a lot of their nuclear arsenal, you know, if they had to use it, they couldn't, you know. And I will say this: we are constantly fiddling with our stuff, you know, trying to make sure that the damn stuff works. Hopefully, they never have to use any of that stuff, but they do that. Yeah, they do hate the Russians. You know, the Russians effed a lot of people after the war. They went in, you know, the East Germans, the Polish, the the Romanians, all those, you know, Eastern European countries. They went in there and they basically just treated them like shit. I opened one of my humanitarian rations today. The peas and tomatoes main just doesn't sound good to me. I guess I would eat it before I eat bugs though. LOL. Well, did you heat it? Did you heat it up? Did you put salt and pepper in it? Did you put any, you know, did you put anything into it? They're designed to not offend somebody's religion. So the HDRs, and the poorest component of the HDRs is you get tired of the mains. The cookies are good, the toaster pastries are good, the crackers with peanut butter and jelly is good. You know, all those items are good. Some of them have smoothies. It depends what company made them. They'll put a smoothie in them. Smoothies are good. You know, some of the mains are not. Well, you know, if you're a tree hugger, you probably would love it. You know, Elena, A.K. Fabe, who's a, you know, vegan type. You know, she doesn't eat meat. You know, really. And my apologies if I made a mistake. Maybe you eat a little meat, but from my memories of her, it's been a while since I've communicated with her. Is that she really does not eat. She tries to. She might eat a little fish, you know, but she doesn't really eat like red meat. And Skittles, no Skittles. Yeah, but you know, I look at it like this. I love the shelf stable cookies, and you get 20 of them in a case. You buy 12 shelf stable cookies, you pay $26. If I wanted to get a carton of 12 shelf stable cookies, look at Amazon right now. You're going to pay $26, $27 for 12. You want to get crackers right now? You cannot get the military crackers right now. You'll get 20 packs of crackers out of one case. I have in the past, and I've got them, most of them. I bought a case of you know, MRE crackers, 50 packs, and I paid like $45 for 50 packs of crackers. You get 20 packs in a case of humanitarian daily rations. You get 10 peanut butters. You get 10 jellies. You get 10 toaster pastries. You get 20 retort pouches, food retort pouches. And you can mix and match, and you can put stuff with it. Like you can, you know, make some rice and beans, and then have the main and put that on it. You can put gravy. You can mix up some gravy mix and put gravy on it. You can spread it over rice. You can make a pot of rice and spread it over rice. So I mean, the idea is to get creative and to mix and match and such. Plus, I've got a lot of retort pouches with meat in it. You know, you can put stuff together, mix and match. You know, you're feeding 3 or 4 people. Heat up a couple of retort pouches, one of them with meat in it. You know, or you can have some spam, or you can have, you know, some freeze dried, and mix and match. Get creative. You're going to need to if you're in a survival situation. Tribal societies don't eat bugs. Even for survival, I am not sold on the bugs being good for you. They know something we don't. Yeah. Well, you know, that's true. You know, you eat your canned foods first. You know, or you mix and match stuff. You start looking at trying to count calorie content. You know, you're looking at calories. I've got a lot of Dingy Moore Hormel Completes. They're in retort pouches. You can boil those. You can microwave them, but you can boil them. 8 ounces. The retort pouches are 8 ounces. And I've got lots of those. I buy cases. You get 6 in a case. 13 for you're paying $2.25 for a 8 ounce complete. If you nuke it, it's like 1 minute. Otherwise, you put it in boiling water for 5 6 minutes, heat it up. And I've got lots of those. A lot, and you got lots of various, you know, that you can, you know, meatloaf, lots of beef, lots of chicken, you know, dishes, all sorts of stuff. And you know, and I really enjoy those. And you can make a pot of rice, have a rice cooker, make a pot of rice, and put, you know, that on top of it. Or you can put like gravy, make gravy, put gravy on top of it or whatever. You gotta be creative. You know, you gotta know what you're doing. Like making a pot of beans, you know, and you put flavor. You know, you gotta flavor the beans. When you put in beans, you put like pork. You know, you put some pork, or you can put some spam, or you can put some bacon. You know. Yeah, nobody wants to eat bugs. Shit, you crazy? Down in Haiti right now. My sister-in-law was telling me that her son went to Dominican Republic for a wedding. One of his friends, you know, went to the Dominican Republic for a wedding. Well, that's part of the island. The other part of the island is Haiti. Now, the Dominican Republic is very well run. It's very safe. It's very, you know, for a you know, for a Caribbean, you know, island. It's pretty reasonable if you're, you know, some of the tourist spots and such. But right across the border, the other part of the island, Haiti, and Haiti is falling apart. The main guy down there is a guy, but his nickname is Barbecue, and he cooks. You know, they're cannibal. They're into Santeria. They're into some of that voodoo crap. They they kill people and they cook and eat them. Cannibalism. That crap is going on down there right now. Can you imagine if some of those people start coming up here as refugees? Do you want those kind of people in the United States as refugees? You know? Yoda! Yoda! You need Yoda! You're sick, Yoda! My friend Dave from Georgia. How are you doing, Dave? Yoda of Vintage Cards. How's it going? My best to Echo. And yes, I just read one of your live streams yesterday, And I've been running one of hers overnight too. Um, I've been talking about, and Dave, I'm thinking about your next little goodie box, my friend. Um, I have been buying a lot, and I'm having to make more cabinet space for it. I've been buying a lot of number 10 cans of various items, freeze dried. And I've got one sitting right there I'm looking at. Living my best life at 60 Echo. Welcome, my friend. Dave and Echo are from my ancestral homeland of Georgia. They live pretty close to where my father's people came from. Bainbridge is in southern Georgia. I think they're down in southern Georgia right there. And if I ever get back that way again to visit, I will try to stop in and take a hotel room and spend a day with them. But both of them have very good channels. If you are not subscribed, please subscribe to them. And also, they participate in the Modern Day Breakfast Club. So I had 13 channels come into my live stream. Well, it wasn't a live stream, it was a premiere. 13 channels came in, identified themselves, and spent some time in my premiere of KP Heathen's goodie box that I just sent off. He should be getting it Saturday. I sent him a tracking number, and he should get it Saturday. It's going to Louisiana. And if you hadn't had a chance, go over and give my KP Heathen goodie box some love. And I support those who support me. And I encourage you to support those who support you. And that's, we have to support each other. You need to you need to be with people who have your interest at heart. People that you can trust, they'll have your back. And you need to be prepared. So see, I've had 16 so far come into the live stream, identified themselves. I appreciate all of you. I will try to give you some love tomorrow, and overnight I'll be running another playlist. I try to give back to those who give to me. I was working on my daughter's taxes today. I got to get the taxes done, and then I'll go to Jackson Hewitt for mine, but I'll do my daughter's. And I want to get the taxes off. I've got 4 days before I have to go back to work, and then we've got the last quarter of the year, and then I'll have 2 months off in summer. Then it'll be another, and I'm planning on going back next year. They're pleased with me, and they're short-handed, so take advantage while you can. How are you enjoying your break? I'm sleeping a lot. I get a lot of sleep in. Right now, my wife's sister's here, and I went out to breakfast with them and bought them breakfast. And I'll be having my wife brought in from the mall. She stopped at this Italian place and got spaghetti and meatballs, so I'll be having spaghetti and meatballs for supper. Yesterday I went and had my wellness checkup, and doctor phoned in medication for me. Missed one of them. My meloxicam, which is basically an anti-inflammatory for my arthritis, which really works for me. I take a 15 milligram every day. One she missed, so they were going to call that one in, and then I'll probably have to go back tomorrow and get it. When I went over there, I went to their snack bar at Target, and they've got a Starbucks in Target, and they've got a snack bar, and I got a popcorn and a icy. Nothing like the popcorn you get out. It's almost like the stuff you get in the movie theater. One thing, I weigh 250 pounds, so I need to lose some weight. You know, and I am 6'3", so if I was in shape, 250 wouldn't be a big deal. But I'm not in shape. I really haven't been exercising. I've been very sedentary. So I need to really, I got to step up my exercise game. So if you are not subscribed to all the channels in here right now, you look back through the stream. These are all very good channels. They're all very good people. I will try to shout them out on my community wall tomorrow. I'll post some stuff that I recommend to purchase. One of the things I will tell you, that if you do want to get some field rations, and look, the U.S. military rations are top of the line, but you're going to pay for a case of 12, and they're not, they normally issue 3 a day. Okay, you can certainly get by on 2 a day. So if you get a case of 12, that you could say that would last one person for 6 days. Stretch it out if you don't need everything in them, a week. So let's say it's a week. Okay. You're going to be paying $140, $150 for that case. That means each of those rations is going to cost you $12, $13 a piece. The humanitarian HDRs do not come with flameless ration heaters, which half the time the damn things don't work. You can boil I boil my mains. I save flameless ration heaters. I got tons of them. They don't come with beverages, so get yourself some coffee sticks. Get you some creamers. Get you some sugar, some artificial sweetener. Put them in a baggie, and you've got, and you're paying $3.50, and it's considered a 24-hour ration. It's got 2 meals in it. It'll have 2 mains in it. They'll be vegetarian, and they won't be the best in the world, but that's what salt and pepper and, sprinkles. You get Tabasco or whatever you want to put in it. Spice it up a little bit. You can add stuff to it, mix and match. $3.50. And I will I'm planning on opening up a case, spreading it out, and then showing you what all you get for that case and what all you'd have to pay for it if you were buying the individual components. Mr. Whistle, thank you for coming in, Mr. Whistle. Good to see you in the house, Mr. Whistle. I learned after my first deployment, filled up an extra red cruise box full of tuna and chicken packets, and another with rice and a rice cooker. Yes. I've got one that's a 12 volt. I've got a 12 volt rice cooker. And you can use it to make rice, or you can use it to, heat. You want to heat something, you got a can of corn or a can of chili or whatever. And I've got pots and such. You can use canned heat, and you can make a pot of rice or a pot of beans or whatever. But mix and match. I've got a bunch of packets of to make gravy. And I've got a bunch of freeze dried. I've got butter powder. I've got all sorts of freeze dried stuff that I can mix up. I mean, mix and match. Let's put it this way: society falls apart, we'll be eating a year later. We'll still be eating a year later, and we'll be mixing it up, different stuff. So I'm really Bad Body Not So Fit. Hey, Bad Body, thank you for coming in. And trust me, this young man is not unfit. He is buff. Unless he wet the seed in the last month or two, since I really have not visited his channel in a while. But he is a buff young man. And if you're not subscribed to Bad Body Not So Fit, please do so. I will plan on coming over and giving you some love, Bad Body. I keep track of who comes in to support me, and I support those who support me. I will be over to give you some love. One of my friends told me I need to do a shout out video for Belinda's Country Living. Now, mind you, she's trying to get her views up and such. Now, mind you, the lady's got more than twice as many subscribers as I do, and when she puts out a video, she gets probably about 3 times as many views as I do. But he wants me to do, and I mean, I'll be happy to do a shout out video for her, and I oftentimes post her on my community wall. But I mean, I need more help than she does. And I'm not really worried about it, you know. I'm not worried about it. What I do as a hobby, I don't expect to make a lot of money doing it. Becoming dangerous. My dad and ex were both long distance truckers. Your ex missus was a long distance trucker. I learned to buy and pack portable meals to help with expenses on the road. Yes, you know, I've done. It's been a while, but I've went over to Aldi's, and I've shown how you can eat real cheap. You know, the first thing you can do to help yourself when it comes to eating cheap is look at like cream of wheat, oatmeal, grits. You get the packs. You can get like a 10-pack of just about any of these for under $2. Having bread, crackers. You get a big box of crackers for $1.50. Crackers support meals. Having a jar of peanut butter. Having a couple of jars of jelly. Not expensive. Having coffee sticks. Having tea sticks. Having tea bags. You know, buying bottled water. You get a 24 case for under $3.50. You can get condiments for free. You go to places, salt, pepper, save your salt, save your condiments. Judas Priest. I got tons of them. You know, this is just a small amount that was just left over from a recent meal. Just grab stuff. Grab stuff. Freebies. Freebies. Uncle Al, you're wasting away, son. You're wasting away. Hillbilly Josh. How you doing, Hillbilly? Thank you for coming in. Well, I'm going to try to put in my hour. I've been here for 50 minutes. I'll be here for about another 10 minutes. I don't want to get my mentor, Uncle Al, upset with me. Keep it to an hour. Keep it to an hour. You're running long. Stay on topic. Well, he's telling the truth. You know, I talk about all sorts of stuff, you know, and topics vary. But, hell, somebody who's not here right now, I won't mention the name, says, have you ever thought about putting together like a script of what you want to talk about? You know, that way you can, you know, hit, and I do sometimes. I'll make notes. You know, I make notes about stuff. I make all sorts of little, what I need to talk about, I use little, you know, notes. I haven't mentioned Social Blade recently, so let me mention Social Blade. If you want to know how your channel or any channel is doing, go to Social Blade, Google Social Blade, and then go to the option which is YouTube, and you can key in the name of your channel or any channel. Doesn't cost you a dime, and it'll give you a rundown on how your channel's doing or how Social Blade says your channel's doing. It'll tell you what sort of money um, your channel's bringing in for ads, whether you're monetized or not, what YouTube's getting, off of your channel from ads, and it'll project how your channel's doing as far as growth, where you will be in the near future. Um, and it'll rate your channel. My channel's been rated as a C plus channel. I haven't checked recently. Maybe it's a D now. I don't know. But it was rated as a C plus channel. Other channels, Melinda Elliott was, I think, a B or a B minus. Burt's Beats like a B minus, I think. There are channels that are, rated better than I am, lower than I am, around the same as me. A lot of channels that I follow are like C plus channels. And I think it goes to a number of factors. But I wanted to mention Social Blade. And I'm not in competition with anybody. My feelings are not hurt. I won't go in and talk about my income, but I think probably a lot of these people out here that are watching me that may have channels that are bigger than mine, you would probably like to have my checks that I have, coming in on a regular basis. Not bragging, just it's not my income. This is my hobby. It's not my income. I don't depend on any money coming in from YouTube. And there are people who do that, and there are people who make a hell of a lot of money off. There are huge channels that make a hell of a lot of money off of YouTube, but they're huge channels, and they've got thousands and thousands and thousands of viewers every day. And in order to make a sizable amount of money that where you could make your living off of it, you've got to really have a huge channel. And a lot of these people, they have people working with them, helping them create, produce. It's like a full-time job. And this is something that I do, an hour live stream most days, 2 or 3 times a week. I try to release something other than a live stream. I'll do a short once a week or so. You got people who are putting out 8 or 10 shorts a day. I don't do that. If I put out 2 or 3 shorts in a week, it's like, man, he's really putting out shorts. Same thing with videos. If you look at the video that I put together as my premiere, I spent several hours putting that together, and I was putting together segments from other little videos that I've done, that I've released, other videos I've done. I put music with it and such. And I'm trying to do shout outs, and I shout out people. I post people on my community wall, encourage, trying to help them. Bigger channels, smaller channels, it doesn't matter to me. That's good. Bad Body, Echo, Living My Best Life will be a good subscriber. Burt's Beat is very supportive. He's got a great channel, young man. I mean, he's got a good voice. I mean, talk about Burt's Beats. I think he lives 50, 60 miles from me. He is probably the one person right now that lives close enough to me that one of these days we'll get together. He sent me his contact information, and one of these days we'll get together. I'll probably go visit him or something other, and maybe take him out to lunch. I don't. A lot of the people that I'd love to get together with are hundreds or thousands of miles from me, and it's just not feasible. Mike Crusher. Hey Mike, I just got through watching a couple of your videos. Left some comments. I don't get to watch Mike's videos unless I watch the entire thing, and then I usually leave 2 or 3 comments. I will usually say something because something will come up about Flemish ration heaters, which to me aren't worth a crap. I tend to make comments about that to just about everybody that does rationing. Adionir You know, he'll do rations. Um, and usually, you know, say something about the, you know, like I I give them away. I've got them stored. I much rather used one of my little stoves and canned heat and boil water and heat them up in water. You know, you can heat the retort pouches in water, and that way you know it's hot. Mike usually boils. He usually heats his, and you know, he'll boil his, and then he wipes it off with a towel. But you know, so I did Evelyn Official. Thank you for coming in, Evelyn Official. Like 25, thank you. I need to give you some love, Evelyn. Thank you for coming in. I'll try to get over to you and give you some love. If you're not subscribed to Evelyn Official, please subscribe Evelyn Official. Got a good channel. I looked up what Poe meant, and it's like a word of respect in I guess it's in Tagalog. I think that's the in the Philippines. They have two official languages: Tagalog, which is the native language, and English. Um, the Spain controlled the Philippines for a long time. We fought Spain 130 years ago, and when we won the war, we took the Philippines, Puerto Rico, Cuba. We kept Puerto Rico. We gave Cuba back. We gave the Philippines back independent. And now we're back into the Philippines trying to help them so the Chinese don't invade them. Um, but we should have never left the Philippines. Philippines should be a state in the United States, in my opinion, and may wind up. They used to use you can still use U.S. currency over there. They used to use the U.S. dollar. Subic Bay is the biggest uh, naval base facilities over in that part of the world, and we recently went back into Subic Bay, so they really benefit from our presence over there. Our older folks decide to retire over there. It's a lot less expensive living over there. Beautiful country, beautiful. Their islands, beautiful place. You know, if I didn't live here, I'd probably want to live in the Philippines. And beautiful country. But Poe is an honorary, you know, like you're showing respect. Like they say, sir. I don't expect anybody to call me sir, but my position in life previously, if I had lived over there, I would have been in a position of people, you know, sir, you know, and sir is like an honorary, you know, showing respect, you know, and I show respect. Um, Sir, ma'am, Mister, Mrs. You know, we don't have nobility and royalty in our part of the world, but you still show respect. You respect elders, older people. You respect older people. They've earned respect in their life. You know, you treat people the way you want to be treated. That's very important. And thank you so much, Evelyn. So, yeah, we had a helo go down recently, and I think we had several people die. Every so often we have accidents. You know, something happens and people die. We lost some. We lost a couple of border patrol and a paramedic, I think, down on the border, Texas border. A helo went down, and I don't know if it went down under suspicious circumstances. But Mike is my go-to guy for ration reviews. He puts out quite a few of them, He deserves to have thousands of subscribers. We're trying to get him up, and he gets a lot of views. Right now, he gets a lot of views, and he deserves those views. He puts out really good content. Mike, you need to make a couple of more videos with your daughters when you get a chance. His daughters are very mature, beautiful young ladies. You know, you can tell that they're his kids. Uh, you know, beautiful young ladies, very intelligent, very well spoken, very well mannered. You know, I really enjoyed watching those videos. He did one with each of his two daughters. My daughters are both of my daughters are in their mid-20s now. You know, and they've never done a video with me. I don't think they ever will. You know, I'm sort of like the cranky old guy that they stuck in the back. You know, I'm back here in my man cave, the fourth bedroom of my man cave, and helos crash fairly often if you're in the community for more than a few years. You will go down or know someone that has crashed. Thank you for coming in, Holly. Appreciate you. Hey, take care, Grandma. Grandmom duties. Take care. Addie O'Near. Welcome, Addie O'Near. I was talking about you. I was looking at that. You know, Addie O'Near. Dag nabbit. It'll. His stuff will come up in my recommended. One video I watched 3 times. I left comments each time I watched it. He unboxed a case of Apex, and I've got a case of Apex sitting over there I need to unbox. And he did a really good one, and I think I always comment about those damn flameless ration heaters that don't work more than half the time you use them. You always got to put salt in it. You always got to add some salt, and it'll be more likely that it'll kick it off. But if not, you got to be prepared to boil. And I just basically boil now. I don't. I heat water and put them in a pot of water, and you know, it is what it is. And I'll throw in a cheese, or I'll throw in the tortillas or whatever. Heat the tortillas. Bridgeford shelf stable tortillas. You know, tortillas with everything. Like if I don't use crackers, I use tortillas. Those are my go-tos. Somebody said something about the Philippines. Holly, really, my husband is Philippine Army Sergeant. Well, thank him for thank you for your service. He's protecting us against the, you know, the communists over there. They try to bully everybody. Yeah, a lot of times, even when you add salt, they don't work. But they'll be a little more likely to work if you add the salt. You know, truthfully. We lost the number 3 and 3 engine due to a fire and lost 70% of our power. Had to auto rotate down and hard land it. I'm glad you weren't hurt. So many people die in these things. Tis true. Tis true. Anyway, I will plan on giving everybody that came in here a shout out on my community wall. I will try to run a playlist, try to give you guys some love. The shorter videos I watch, I leave anytime I come into your channel, whoever you are, I leave you a like. I usually will tell you what like number it is. I'll leave you a like. I'll leave a supportive comment. And if it's a shorter video or a short, I watch the whole thing. Truthfully, a lot of times, unless it's like you did a 20-minute ration review, I watch the whole thing. But usually you do something of any length of size because of the number of people that I have to support and the amount of time I have. I usually put it on a playlist and I run it, and then I'll leave a comment and I'll let you know that it was a replay. And usually if I say a replay, that means I didn't actually listen to the whole thing, but you got the full play on my channel. And I'll let you know what like number it is, because I do a lot of replays, you know, replay club replays to try to give people watch time. I've been advised to put together a playlist of my shorts. I have 92 shorts. And I need to do that because they say now, you know, you get monetized or you submit your paperwork for monetization. Get your 4,000 watch hours in and your 1,000 subscribers or whatever. And it's now about views that you need to really have the view count. So I'm gonna plan on putting together a playlist of my shorts, and it'll have 90 some odd shorts on it. At this point, I've been here for 66 minutes, 11 in the house, 24 likes. If you have not left a like, please leave a like to support the channel. It will be greatly appreciated. I will be back tomorrow for another uh, coffee talk at 7 p.m. I'll try to release a short, and I'll start working on my next goodie box. The next goodie box will be for SD Mountain Man. We've each sent each stuff back and forth. SD, Shovelhead 8 Sean, Chuck, plain old Chuck, all really good channels. They do Fired Up Fridays and cast irons and and really good stuff. And if you're not subscribed to them, please subscribe. They're all good people. And try to help Scott get to his 1,000. Try to help Chuck get to his 1,000. Sean is already at about 1,100 and some odd, so he's over 1,000. But you gotta get the watch hours in. So support those who support you. Treat people the way you want to be treated. Every day you wake up, thank God for the day. Treat people the way you want to be treated. Life is good, but it is what it is. Be prepared, and everybody have a blessed day. And hopefully, I will be back tomorrow for another edition of Coffee Talk. Bye bye. Thank you.